A rivalry almost as old as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Notre Dame's offense will have first crack at this one. There have been a ton of nail-biters in this rivalry, and Michigan won a close one last time out.
And you know in this game, you got to be able to handle your emotions because undoubtedly the game's going to go down to the final seconds. And last time, it was Michigan that was able to pull through.
Yeah, made the plays in the winning moments. And listen, you show those on tape, and the Irish know they've got to execute better down the stretch of this rivalry game.
The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for room. It's Ginn. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Wilkins. Smashes ahead. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Turning it on! Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the phone. They're up by a field goal over San Jose State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll keep it himself. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Wilkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarters. We take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Notre Dame comes out of the break facing third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the...
Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Line gets set, first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down. They're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Quarterback on the keeper.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. He'll do it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he runs it in for the score.
it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's from the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Hunt is in the air. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target over the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Pass attempt, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack, showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebrick? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's McGowan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. shoot. Quick toss to the right. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. To the air on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got his man. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Using his legs, it's Aldridge. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes in between the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Michigan-Notre Dame rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the fight between Michigan and Notre Dame plays out.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, and throwing that strike.
Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gonna run it. It's Wilkins. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Finds a tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. On the move, it's Ginn. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kick is in the air. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And that's kind of how their days go, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Makes the grab.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll make the catch at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Plows through the defense. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Handoff to the lone back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended. extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Snyder. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the right side.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Snyder. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Pocket breaking down. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. For now, until whenever these two decide to play again, that Golden Dome will sparkle a little brighter as Notre Dame claims bragging rights over Michigan. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.